Hey everyone, how is it going? It's Jinsey, your hosting support executive at yoursmarthost.com. Welcome to our tutorial, and in this tutorial, I'll be giving you a quick introduction to cPanel. For those who are unaware of cPanel, it is a web-based hosting control panel that is provided by a hosting provider to the website owners that allows them to manage their website from a web-based interface. So the tools used over here are pretty much simple to run, and so any user can control the website using a cPanel. Here is the cPanel. So if the cPanel does not look like this, then you can switch the themes. I'm using a paper lantern theme over here. So if for some reason this theme is not available, then you probably are using an older version of cPanel. So it pretty much you want to upgrade to your cPanel. So make sure that you contact your hosting server for that. On the left side here, you can see some stats regarding your server. We might not use them every day, but it's good to have a note of it. I'll start with the disk space usage. This pretty much shows me the files and the space that my files are using on the server. So there is a specific limit for that, and if by chance we exceed a certain limit, you won't be able to add any more files. So we should make sure that we monitor this stuff every time while we are uploading new files. We also have details of subdomains like Park domains, SQL databases, simply that everything that you have paid for in your package, everything should be mentioned over here. You can see my domain on the top. This is the domain which I have bought. Same way, your domain name will also be shown over here. Now let's look to the right side of the panel. Some things here are pretty much very obvious, and some can be a little bit complex if you are a beginner. And I'll be showing you the most important ones because there are many which we don't use for our daily basis. So I'll be going through the most important ones. You can see the first panel here. It's the file. It's not necessary that a file is the first one because you can always swap them over up and down. So you can do that stuff. So yes, here is the file panel, and the first one is the file manager. It's what we use for uploading or downloading or zipping the files or monitoring them. It's pretty much similar to a Windows Explorer, as you can see over here. Like, it's similar to the folders and the files related to any folder. You can upload any file, you can download any file, provided you select something like this. I will not be explaining you right now because we are going to have a tutorial for the file manager in detail. So it's just a overview that here are the certain files and folders related to your server and everything you have added to the server. So next, coming back, yeah, here is the images. You might be thinking that this stores the images of your website, but it's not that. It's actually the thumbnails and stuff related to your directory. So I don't use it on a daily basis, or I don't use it at all. But if you ever want it, it's always over here, and I don't think so you'll be using it. But still, if you want to have a view or some information of the directory images, you can always refer the images over here. Next comes the directory privacy. It just means that you can always block directories or certain folders with a password. If you want to password protect a file, you can do that using a directory privacy. Disk usage is the same as I mentioned earlier. It's the amount of space your files use on the server. So that's it. And next are the FTP accounts and FTP connections. If you guys don't know what is FTP, it stands for File Transfer Protocol, and this is what every web developer use. It is used the most actually to upload or download the files or etc. So more often you'll be using the file manager because it's too much faster. FTP is too much faster than the normal browser. So if at all you want to add something of big size, you can always use file manager for that. Next, coming to backup, it will make backup of everything on my server. Backup wizard will have anything where you can restore your files or the folders which has been hacked up or deleted, so you can always restore it from here. That's pretty much about the file panel. Next, let's go to the database panel. Here you have phpMyAdmin. It's actually where we get to manage the coding stuff, like running queries or creating tables. Everything's stored over here. phpMySQL is where we use that is used to set up a database. So we can create a database over here. Remote MySQL, this is if you ever wanted to set up a database on a different server and connect it over here. Then remote MySQL is used. Next, let's go to the email section. Yes, email accounts. This is where we get to set up a new email account using a user ID and password. Like you creating a new account in Gmail or Yahoo, you can always create an email account over here. I'll be showing you how to create an email in my future tutorials. Next comes the forwarders and autoresponders. Both are almost the same. It's like if someone goes out of the workplace or office, you can always set up a message like Robin ABC at the rate gmail.com is on a holiday, or ABC is out for work. So something like that. You can always create a default message so that you can give an automatic response. Next is the default address. It is set up like if someone sends a mail to a specific email that does not exist on your domain. So if by mistake someone has typed in or sent an email to a specific mail which does not exist at all, you can that mail is switched, or you can say you can it is redirected to a default address which is mentioned in this panel. Yes, yeah, I forgot this subdomains. Yeah, subdomains, it's just a kind of domain address which is added to your main domain, like it's a part of your main domain. For example, if you are having a blog page or a forum page or a forum link to your main website, it's always added over here. Like if by chance we have blog dot my main domain name, like demo.com, you can see this is my subdomain which I have created, and these are my main domain. Yeah, so this is my main domain, and the part of it which I have created like blog, it will be shown over here. So something like this stuff, if you want to do, you can always use using the subdomains. Other things over here like aliases, redirects. Yeah, redirects is this some you can redirect that subdomain to another URL. So if you are having a blog page, you can always redirect to that specific URL mentioned over here. Like if you have a blog page redirecting to a WordPress site, something like that, you can always give it over here. Next, these all advanced zone editor, it's not used much, so I'll be skipping all this. Coming to the metric section, I don't use it much because it does not give me accurate results. For like metrics will give you the account of the people visiting your page, the conversions, etc. and etc. related to your website, from where you can find the actual result. But in this case, it doesn't give me accurate result. I saw that, so I prefer Google Analytics for that over this. So we are not going to have a look on this. So just let's move to the next panel, that is security. The main important one is the IP blocker. Uh, Here you can block and block IPs which you don't want them to be available. So if you have IPs like some IPs which are disturbing your website or consider spam or something that hacked IPs or something like that, you can always block that IPs from here. So just you have to set up the IP over here and it will be blocked. Hotlink protection, SSL, leech protection are all not much use, so we're not going to use it right now. And coming to the software panel, PHP. If I click on the PHP, you'll be able to see every information related to my server, like data handling, language options, file uploads. It will show me the maximum allowed size for my uploaded files. Then other things, resource limit, what are my resource limits, how much amount of memory my script can use. So all such data can be over here. So it's just an informative panel, that's it. Next, let's move to the next. Okay, that's all about this panel. Other things are not used much, so let's move to the advanced panel. Uh, yeah, cron jobs. Cron jobs is what you can set every hour or every day just to update something that is on your site. For example, if you got to run a PHP script every day, you can go to cron jobs and set it up, and it will run automatically every day. So you don't have to recreate it every time. So it's always over there. Next is the error pages. Is They are the 404 pages and so on, and the others like Apache handlers, track DNS, virus scanner is not much used. So let's move to the next panel, preferences. It's very well understood that you can always change your password, you can change the language, you can change the style, you can find the contact information of your host, you can manage the details of your accounts over here. So it is pretty much like the settings tab, nothing much more to add. Yeah, here we come to the last tab, that is Softaculous Apps Installer. You might not have access to your server on your server, so it's not available on all cPanel packages. But if you have, it will always show me certain like scripts like that I have installed or I can install, like WordPress, Joomla 2.5, PrestaShop, etc. Here you can download and install them from your server itself. So that is it. We have covered almost everything, except for some terms which are not used actually. So that's it. So don't forget to like this video, do subscribe to our channel, and just feel free to comment and share this video everywhere. Do visit our site, yoursmarthost.net, and definitely I'm going to see you in the next tutorial. So have a nice day. Thank you.